well, gold coins are not new. So all countries have got gold coins, by the way.
Sure.
But nearest to us is the Krugerrand. So there's 1/10 of it, which would be, in our case, maybe $180. More people would afford it. So it's possible to create smaller gold coins. And I would think that along the way, if we are going to use gold as part of the assets to store value, we need to have smaller denominations of the gold coin. 1/10 of a troy ounce, or even a 20th.
To allow more participation.
Which will cost $90. Anybody can buy it. And they can trade among themselves. I think that will improve it. It's liquidity. But also, the more rules you have, the less trust you create with the people. So
and yet, Douglas, that's one thing that we desperately need right now: trust. There's a huge public trust deficit, and one would have thought that our government would conduct itself in a manner that recognizes that there's that gap.
Yes,
and we shouldn't be expanding the gap, but closing the gap, so that, like you said, you earn trust through the way you. Am I right there?
Yes, you're right. In fact, I often say that the problem in Zimbabwe is not the exchange rate, because there's no shortage of US dollars in Zimbabwe. The problem is the confidence in policy positions, and that's what we need to cure.
Can that be cured, given where we are?
Yes, I'm an optimist. I believe that if we reduce the rules of engagement, and like with the gold coin, it's such a great idea. Let's have less rules around it. I'm happy that listening to players in the week that it was introduced, which is last week, the parallel market was actually slowing down because a lot of money went to the gold coins. Hopefully, if more gold coins come and the rules of dealing in them are made less complicated, people will actually want to store their value in gold coins, because gold has outperformed US dollars over the years. And in fact, there is currently, because of the war in Russia and Ukraine, a US dollar inflation. So, whereas for most Zimbabweans, they don't know that US dollars are actually losing value because of inflation by keeping them under the pill. What you had is $1 now is now worth 90 cents and 10% per annum inflation. So I think that if we allow the gold coins to stay in the law that says if you borrow in US dollars, you pay in US dollars, Minister Mr Ncube was trying to hardwire that into the Finance Act. If that happens, we might slowly begin to see the building of trust. It's not easy. I did commission a research through First Mutual Wealth, our economists, and there's evidence that countries that have dollarized officially, like what Zimbabwe did in 2009, that have gone back to de-dollarization are only very few in the world.
Absolutely.
The only one that we know of that succeeded is Israel. So it's not a walk in the park. It will take time for people to actually walk away from believing in US dollars.
And we need to be alive to that.
Yes, I think that's a reality. In a way, I think the government has accepted it, but as politicians, they will not go on top of the drum and say this. But the mere fact that the government is paying its employees in US dollars is a clear admission of the same.